Welcome to another edition of Friday at 4:20. I'm your host, Mike Neighbors. Over the next 40 minutes, some local Hamilton comedians are going to make you laugh. That's our guarantee. And joining us on the panel today for another Friday at 4:20, way over on my right side, as usual, Mr. Patrick Capolino.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, Patrick. Sitting next to him, or standing next to him, wearing a hoodie. That's not a good look for you. Manolo Santanos.
Tikanis, kala.
Take an E and kala.
Kala means good?
Pina colada?
Something like that.
Okay, something like that. That's Greek.
Yes, it is.
And take an East means?
Tikanis means hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you? Well, I'm very well.
Thank you.
Thanks for asking in Greek. And over here, this guy's almost a regular now. This is a third appearance on Friday at 4:20. It's our good friend Jason Allen. How are you, Jason?
Good. I only speak English, so sorry I couldn't be as interesting as these guys.
You know what? That's totally cool, man. That's
Cool.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not going to ask you such a personal question as how old are you, but I am going to ask such a personal question as how old is your beard? I mean, that is a lengthy, like that. You can't grow that overnight.
Sir, you've crossed the line.
I really have. You've got a really long,
Yeah.
I'm just going to say chest length beard.
Yeah.
ZZ Topish.
Yeah. Very. Yeah.
And how long has it taken you to grow
Probably
that up?
about 6 years, and it would be longer, but I trim it because it gets like wiry. It could
Right.
legit be down to my belly button, but it would just
Okay.
be. I don't want to look,
Right, yeah.
unpresentable or anything.
You got to keep it.
Yeah.
You got to keep it a
Of
little bit,
course.
bit neat.
Clean yourself up.
Yeah.
Respect yourself.
I was going to say that's just not, because I looked at you and I thought, well, that's just not one of those Movember things. He didn't just pull that off in a month.
This is a lifestyle. This isn't a month-long thing.
You live with that.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, it's great to have you on the show. Friday at 4:20, if this is your first time, here's how the game is played. We have our Plinko board set up. It's got 12 numbers on it. I have 12 corresponding envelopes, official Bell Media envelopes, because they say Bell Media on them. And there are 12 random topics. And our contestants will Plinko. We'll figure out what random topic they get, and then we will start making you laugh. That's how it works. You ready, boys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Do this.
All right, so I got the puck. So just drop one. At a
Yeah,
time?
just one.
All
Just-
right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Was it still the wheel when you were here?
Pardon?
It was still the wheel last time?
It was definitely still the wheel. I'll figure this out. I'm gonna be okay.
We moved up to the Plinko board since Jason was last here. Yeah. I think the Plinko's a bit of a winner. I think everyone likes the Plinko board.
Number 4.
I like it more.
You like it more? Yeah. Number 4.
it's
Topic
fun.
number 4. It's fun watching the puck dance around. A nice easy one to start. Jason Allen, how do you take your eggs?
Oh,
There you go. Yeah. Everybody's got an egg order, right? I mean, unless you're allergic, everybody's got an egg order.
Like if I'm eating out, definitely eggs Benedict because I can't do it at home.
Right. That's
You know what I
a
mean?
super That's
Like,
a
go
lot of
out,
work.
do something nice for yourself.
Yeah.
right?
Get some eggs
Again,
Benedict.
it's all about self-respect. That's my whole life.
If you're at home making them,
Just do scrambled, something simple. I don't know how to cook that well. I
You're
just
just
mix
gonna
them up in a bowl, throw them
just-
in the pan.
just going to scramble them, man.
Just nice and easy.
Yeah, I'm
Cook
not
them in the microwave.
Surprised
I'm
there
just-
isn't an egg Benedict sauce you can buy or something at the
Oh,
grocery
yeah,
store,
that'd be
right?
great.
Throw that
Just-
right on there.
Heat it up in the microwave or in a pot or something. Good to go. That's $1 million idea. I'd buy that every weekend. I love eggs Benedict.
You can.
Can you
Like it's like a powder. You just add water. And mix
just add water
Oh,
to the
really?
powder?
I'm going to look into that then.
I found one of my favorite things in the world is creme brulee. I mean, I love creme brulee, which is just basically it's a vanilla pudding, but they scorch the top with the brown sugar. Anyway, it's my favorite thing. And I saw in the store they have it's a pouch. Mix your own creme brulee, put it on the broiler.
I got something to tell you. Manolis and I don't know what creme brulee is.
That's amazing you
It's a
said
quick-
that.
yeah.
Because I'm like, what is that? Are we still talking about eggs?
Is it an
Are we
alcohol?
still
Is it an alcohol? These for sure
It's
is
like
an
the
alcohol.
dessert you get at certain restaurants, and then you have to break it at the top
They-
because they torch it.
Is there eggs in it?
no.
We're off eggs. We
We're
jumped
off
too
eggs, so
quickly
creme
for him.
brulee.
We were creme brulee.
He thought he was creme brulee eggs.
That's something to do
Yeah.
with sex.
No,
Brulee.
no.
You can creme brulee the eggs. Creme brulee.
Creme brulee eggs. Manolis, forget the creme brulee. We took you off topic. I'm sorry. My bad for taking you
One
down a bad
direction at a
road.
time, just like the band.
Manolis, how do you take your eggs?
I'll tell you what. Why though? Over easy.
Okay.
I was at doing breakfast one time with some friends, and the girl said, "How would you like your eggs?" And the guy before me said, that already said over easy, and I'm like, because I was like, I don't even know what over easy was. Because I was like, in my head, I was like, I like them cooked.
Yeah, right. Don't
Right.
bring them raw.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, man. Just do the stuff that you do. Like, make the eggs. I don't know. There's like different ways to make eggs. So I said over easy, and then I liked it. So I've always just said over easy.
You haven't even tried the other way.
I haven't tried anything else. I've
No
been doing.
need. You're happy.
Yeah, over easy works. I can remember it. I've been saying that for 20 years now.
I take them over easy because that's what the guy before me had.
I have no idea what over easy means.
We turn them over nice and easy so the yolk doesn't break.
Oh.
Oh, this is a learning program. This is all about. This is educational.
I come here and I learn things.
You learn stuff. Patrick Capolino, you like to cook? You're a bit of a chef. Are you making eggs Benedict for my man Jason Allen over here?
I will if he sleeps over. I will.
Nice.
Oh,
I mean, that was an invitation.
It was.
We got it recorded.
Huh?
I'm there.
I'm surprised Manolo didn't say fertilized.
How do you take your eggs?
Fertilized. I worked at an all-day breakfast restaurant here in Hamilton. It was called Your Place Family Restaurant.
Oh, yeah, I
It was
know
like
this.
a staple in Hamilton
That-
for years.
that
right?
was.
Yeah. Yeah, the Manolos worked there with me.
Did you
when
have
I
to-
went when I went for the interview though, they asked like, can you flip an egg without breaking it? And I was like, yeah, of course. But I've never done it in my life. And I nailed it the first try. And I'm like, wow, okay, I can.
That's awesome.
But then it was a horrible place to work. It's now Wimpy's. It's not open anymore. It was like like the last, I don't know, like 4 months I was there was the end of it. But Manolos got a job there. He was working cash, doing no, you're getting paid cash to do dishes, and they took him off toast duty because he couldn't keep up. He couldn't keep up with the toast because each order of toast was 2 pieces, so it'd be like one rye, one white, or something. But he would only put 1 piece in,
One at a time is all he was
everyone
doing.
was missing. Yeah, and he's like, "Well, dude, you got to just say 2 if you need 2." And then they're like, they said it was far too complicated, so they just had to put him on dishes instead.
Those girls would also, I figured it out, but then they would take a toast, like I had a line of all whites and I had a line of all browns or whatever, and they would take the back one because they were warmer, so their customers would be more happy. So the front one's been sitting there longer.
Right.
And I'm like, now it's like you're throwing my whole system off here. Like, what am I supposed to do with these ones that are cold now? You've let them become cold.
Now you've ruined everything. My toast is ruined.
Yeah.
Throws his hands up in the air. So you're the way you like your eggs?
I love eggs Benedict, but I also appreciate a good omelet too.
Oh, see, that's what I was
can get down
thinking.
with that too. Good omelet.
Throw
Nice.
everything in the fridge
Yeah.
in it, right? I mean, just everything you got in the fridge there. Oh, throw it in, man. Oh, yeah. Omelet me. I hear that. All right, time to Plinko there.
Manoli.
Yes, don't ruin the toast. Wow, that is a noisy game, man. Number eight. Manolis has number 8 as we play Friday at 4:20. Our special guest, Jason Allen, in the house. Manolis Antanos, Patrick Capolino, and Manolis. What is the thing you find most surprising about the opposite sex?
That they talk to me.
That's that you would be creeped out by you. So
Yeah, that they even not just me or any of us guys. I don't think
what they have.
I don't understand. Like,
why do they have to do with any of us?
I think I think women are just better off without men. It's like they're just the superior being.
Don't tell them that, dude. I'm married, man. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't need to know.
No, I'm surprised that you're
Put it down.
like you give me hope, Jason.
Yeah, if someone will marry me,
Yeah.
you might have a chance.
Grizzly Adams got married. I still have a chance. I think I love women so much. So, I do think it's why I'll never work out because I put them on too high of a pedestal.
Okay, all right. So that's the most surprising thing is that they do actually they find you interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they always do at the beginning, and then
You wear them down.
I wear them down after a while. It's
love-
like, he's just quirky and funny, and then after like 2 or 3 months, he's like, oh, he's stupid.
He's annoying and
He's
stupid.
I can't. I'm not bringing this guy home.
Patrick Capolino, what do you find to be the most surprising thing about the opposite sex? Surprising. What surprises you about the opposite sex?
Their ability to find like personality more attractive.
Oh, God.
They have a better time with
True.
that than men
Yeah.
do. I think Yeah.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
You know
Yeah,
what I
that
mean?
they can
Like-
look past certain things because they
Yeah.
really want somebody they can have a companionship with.
Yeah.
And
Like ever seen a couple walk by and the girl's like really beautiful and the guy's like, you're
Yeah.
like, him?
You see
Really?
that
And
all
then,
the
but he's
time.
probably
Yeah.
a great guy, and she saw that. I think it's easier for women to see that.
that's funny because I was at an event the other night and there was this very gorgeous looking young woman and she was with this guy and I was like, yeah, and it was way beyond punching above his weight class. This guy shouldn't even been on the mat, right? I mean, it was like, dude, like, I wanted to go over and give him a high five. Like, dude,
Yeah.
you did well. You did very well.
You see it in stand-up comedy all the time.
Do you?
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
kind of troll male comedians.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like, what they can
But
pull
because
after
they're funny.
shows sometimes because they're funny. yeah.
He has a sense of humor.
Yeah,
Right?
That's what they're into.
How did you meet your wife?
We worked together. We worked at the Salvation Army. We worked at a detox center. I know you're looking at me like you were a patient for sure, but no, we actually were both like staff there.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she asked me if I liked thrifting and if I wanted to go to a thrift shop one time. And we started hanging out as friends, and it just kind of merged.
That was
into
it?
a relationship. And
That's
that was
awesome.
it.
How
Yeah.
long?
She had a plan.
She had a plan. Oh yeah, for sure. Girls are sneaky. I'm just dumb, so I didn't know she had a plan. I was like, "Oh, new friend, cool."
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
then, yeah.
And she likes thrift stores.
Oh,
Great.
it's
That's where I do all
perfect.
my
Yes,
shopping.
That's the only place I can afford. Yeah. She knew I'd be a cheap date. It was like, we'll go to Value Village, buddy. It's all right.
How long you been married?
We just got married in September.
Oh, wow.
Manolis and Patrick
Oh,
were
this is
there.
all new
Yeah.
and fresh. And
Manolis gave a beautiful speech about how he fears he's going to die alone. He was trying to get laid real bad that night. He was trying to get laid real bad.
what's it supposed to be about you, Manol?
He put it out there, though. It was great.
He put it out
Said
there.
something like, I was like, I realized how much, like, I too want to be in love and like maybe
Right.
have what
be
they
like
have.
Jason and
And then I realized I don't have a girlfriend. So I'm like, so I said, if anyone here wants
I
to,
would like to start it up.
yeah, I didn't, and nothing happened.
No
I
bite.
think at one point I got like we had a bunch of people back at my hotel that night, and there's these girls there, and the one girl's like thought it wasn't even my room. She's like,
Yeah.
It's like, where are you sleeping tonight? Remember that?
Oh my Lord, Jason, did we ask you what the
No,
most
not
surprising
yet.
thing about the opposite sex? What's the most surprising thing?
I'm gonna go the opposite. They're being very complimentary, and I get that. I'm not gonna be super rude, but I will say this: like, I grew up, my mom was a working mom, and she was always like, "Go, go, 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 go."
Right.
And then when I started living with women, because I had a couple serious relationships even before Katie, I was so surprised by how slow they move and still get stuff done. And I get that. I'm taller. I'm like, you get this too. Well, you
Right.
got to be like what, like 6'2", 6'3",
6'5", sure.
6'5".
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'm like 6'1", 6'3"
Right.
in heels, whatever. But like Katie, it's like I'm dragging her down the street, and I guess I am taller than her, but at the same time, it's like, let's just pick up the pace. Let's get out of the,
right.
waiting to get out of the house. She makes me
Yeah.
run late for everything.
Okay.
Running late drives me insane. So when I see women kind of like dawdling, I'm like,
Oh, you
you're
gotta
not taking
go.
over
We
the
gotta
world.
go.
You're not.
We gotta. You're not taking over the
You're
world.
not taking over. It's great. You're doing great stuff, but speed it
Yeah,
up.
speed
is
it
all
up.
I'm saying. Come on.
Interesting with the walking. I mean, being taller does.
It does help
right,
you. You get a longer
the
stride.
longer
for
stride
sure.
is.
Yeah.
I run into that same problem with my wife. I'm always
You're dragging her,
3
probably,
steps
not
ahead of
even
her all the
realizing
time.
it.
No.
Yeah.
They're busy making humans, though.
They're
Well,
busy
they
doing
gotta-
other great stuff. I
sure.
agree.
Sure, yeah, but I'm an on-time person.
Yeah.
You're an on-time person.
Yeah.
Is Katie kind of a?
She is not. She's late.
Okay.
She's late for a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And it doesn't bother her. And that's the thing. It just gives me such deep anxiety if I'm running
Me
behind.
too. Me too. What do
Like-
you guys? Late, early.
He doesn't care. I like being on time. Yeah.
Well, we've covered this territory, haven't we? Because Patrick doesn't care
What?
if you're going to be late.
Now
You're
I
late
do.
for things. Oh yeah, you're better at it
Remember,
now.
I'm a better person now.
Oh,
I'm a
that's
better
right. He's improved since he's been on Friday at 420.
Right.
The makeup thing, it blows my mind too, because it takes for them to do it right. They usually lean
Oh, yeah.
at least a half an hour.
For sure. And the time and money.
Money.
What
The
money
money,
will
I
tell me
feel
to cover,
Yeah.
color her hair and stuff like that. like the cost.
Yes. You
Nuts.
spend a
I
fortune.
think it's such a scam. It's the biggest
Oh,
scam.
absolutely.
Because you ever like you date a girl long enough and they finally feel comfortable and they start like not wearing makeup in front of you, and then you just go have that moment like I kind of like this a little bit more.
Yeah. No, I 100%.
Au
do.
natural.
Yeah, I do. I swear to God, every time I think that, and girls always like, you just don't want any other guys to look at me. I'm like, no, I don't either.
Nah.
Yeah, that's true, but I do actually like the way you look. I guess it's just probably. That's the end usually. This is there's more going on at this point, but I think.
Oh my Lord! Yes.
I think it's a scam. I think they're getting. I think it's they're throwing their money away. They're fine, girls.
Yeah.
we like you.
I agree.
It damages their skin, and then they need more makeup.
Oh yeah, it's a cycle.
It-
It's a trap.
right.
It's a total trap.
I'm not sure that 4 guys should be sitting here on the radio talking about makeup.
Ladies, we're solving your problems.
You know,
Think
although
about the money, man. How much money?
one of my daughters came home with something that she bought at one of those high-end makeup stores, and it's called hangover cream. And they've convinced her now that there's a special cream if you've been out late that's going to make you look better. And I'm like, are you kidding
I
me?
got every solution.
Are
in the
you
world.
ki-
Every
hangover cream?
made-up
Come on.
magical cream.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, man.
I agree a little bit.
Yeah.
A
Thank
little
you.
bit. Not totally, because I'm the one who's going to get the emails of complaint, but I agree a little bit.
They don't need it. Their
They're beautiful.
Their beauty on the other side is all we care about.
I agree with that, though. I've told Katie before, like when she first wakes up in the morning, I'm like, "You look so good right now." She's like, "You're crazy. What are you saying?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "No, if you believe it, we're gonna save so much time.
We're going to save so much time
Let's
and
get
money.
out of the house.
Jason has a
Money,
plan.
time. Let's do this."
Yes, because you can't buy good makeup at the thrift store.
No, they're not selling
terrible
it at
place.
Value Village.
Terrible place to buy your makeup. Patrick, plinko me, my friend. Here we go. You're listening to Friday at 420. Jason Allen, Manolo Santanos, Patrick Capolino.
6.
Patrick Capolino has chosen topic number. Well, he didn't choose it. He lucked out with topic number 6. Here we go, Patrick. Your first topic. Oh, here's a stand-up comedy question. I want to know a little bit about opening the show. I want to know a little bit about not being the opener. I want to know a little bit about coming out on stage. We've talked before about the walk to the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to know now is a little bit about how you decide what the first thing out of your mouth is going to be. Hey, how are you tonight? Hey, how you doing? Boom, right into a joke. Have you tried different ways? What was your feeling on that first? Because that's a really, there's an immediate either connection or no connection, right?
Yeah, I mean, out of habit, there's the default, give it up for your host. How's it going?
Oh,
kind of
okay,
thing.
right,
But,
yeah.
But I notice when comics don't do that.
Right.
They just get on stage and then they just get right
Just
into
drop
it.
right into it. Yeah.
I don't know if I just notice it because I'm expecting them to say something.
Right.
else, but,
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think the trick is you got to relate almost immediately. Like the first 30 seconds,
Yeah.
you got to get them.
Grab their attention, get them to, sort of
Yeah.
focus in on you and where you want to take
And
them
you-
on this
you-
little ride.
You
and
can tell how the rest of the set's gonna go based on how that first
that first
joke goes.
So let's say you give it because it's the decent thing to do is to say, hey, give it up for your host because he's just been up there warming them up a little bit. Blah blah blah. Give it up for your host. So then what do you think? What do you want that first line to be?
I have like a go-to joke I do.
Oh, okay,
Like,
so
it's
you
just
kind of got
above
an
my
opener
name.
joke. Has it been your opener for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay,
but,
that's cool.
But unless something specific happened or there's something worth pointing
Happening
out
in the
immediately,
club right
then
there,
Yeah, but
or-
otherwise, I have
okay.
like a go-to. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Manolis, do you have a set opening joke or do you change it up all the time?
I like to as soon as I get up there, I do the intro too, like about who's on the show. But automatically, I like to get eye contact with different people in the front row or anywhere. But I'll even look at a couple of them and just do a little. I'll even say, "Hey, dude," like I know them.
Oh, okay. Yes, it's a real friendly kind of.
Hey,
Let's
what's
create a
up?
friendly rapport right
And then
away.
how you guys doing? And then I like, for me, I don't know why. There's different ways you can do jokes and then do like birthdays and celebrations.
Right.
But my theory is like, I think that's the harder thing to do. So I'd rather just get it out of the way. And I think the crowd is one that are there for that. They're thinking about that. So they're not going to laugh until they just get. They want it's like what because people are very me in general.
Sure.
So
sure.
I'm like, I rather it's like, hey, any birthdays, celebrations, and I
So you
get
jump right into that.
I jump right in the fire, try to get stirred up.
Does it change? Does it change if you're opening versus if you're the headliner? Does that change at all, or do you always want to go with the birthdays and?
I always want to just do crowd work right off the top.
Yeah.
What? If I'm emceeing.
Yeah.
And but if I'm like
If you're headlining, what happens?
Headlining, I'll do the same thing, except I'll just if I hear the MC like say something, I'll try to bring it back to that.
Oh, okay.
Or I like to like try to hear the last joke that someone says before me, and I'll like I'll do a callback. Like
nice.
I'll put myself into the situation.
Right. That's excellent.
Yeah, I like doing that. Like I'll like if someone has Chris Antarani just had a story about like hitting a guy with his car and I go up there. I'm like, I had the worst day, guys. I walked across the street and I got hit by a car.
Oh, so he just brought it all back to what he had just been doing.
And people just love that too.
Yeah. Well, that's quite often the way it is with a really good humor set, right? I mean, if when you get towards the end and you reference back to something you had already had them laughing at the beginning, I mean, that's always really
Callbacks
cool.
are the best if they're from another set.
That's even better, right? Because you were really paying attention. Your props to the other comedian who was up there. Yeah. And you weren't just like in the green room going, "Oh, am I on?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They know you were listening, but it comes off the cross like, "Oh, now it's my turn," and like all of a sudden I have this exact same story, but I'm the guy in the story. People love it.
Excellent, Jason. What's your feelings, your thoughts on that first opening joke? Have you tried different styles, different things?
I definitely mix it up, but I'll cycle through. Usually, what I do off the top. If I'm not hosting, if I'm hosting, it's like Manola said, I'll kind of like get into the crowd more and like, thanks for coming, guys. Let them know about the headliner in the back of the room.
Yeah.
Ask them some questions. What brings you out? What are you celebrating? But if I'm just doing a set, it's very much give it up for your host. And then I'm jumping on my appearance right away. I'm making fun of myself, kind of get them
self-deprecating,
and also just like addressing how I look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it is
you
usually what people have a unique look. So it's what people think about when I first get in front of them.
If you didn't address it, they'd all
It'd be weird.
thinking
They'd be thinking about
that,
it the whole time,
right?
and it caused too much tension, probably.
Yeah,
because their minds would be somewhere else. So yeah, I just get that out of the way first, and then I can talk about. And as long as those work, then I can just get into anything.
That's awesome.
So.
And would those be standard self-deprecating jokes about the way you look? I mean, sort of you use the same ones.
Yeah, I have a few different ones that I can rotate from. Like one implying that I own a wood chipper, and then it's like a whole story. But
nice.
And then another one about how only older women are attracted to me because I remind them of the boys they used to party with in the 70s, and I have like a whole thing about it. But I'll rotate that stuff a bit.
For this one brief moment, I wish this wasn't radio so people could see.
Yeah, could actually, see what they're like, what's this guy talking about?
I just always remind me of Forrest Gump when he's running across the country, right?
Scene?
He's running across America, and his beard grows out long.
I'll wear a ball cap sometimes. I've literally had people ask to take a picture with me because of that movie.
Really,
I had an Italian guy in Toronto one time
similar
take a picture with me
to Forrest Gump as he's running across the country. Excellent. All right, it's Jason. It's your turn to Plinko. So get up there, and we don't want to know any more about the wood chipper. That'll be your secret. Number 5. Friday at 4:20. Topic number 5 for Jason Allen. Oh, here it is. You know what? Not far off from where we were. One thing you would change about yourself if you could. Oh, wow. You only get to pick one, Jason.
I know. I have so many problems.
What would you change about yourself? What do you wish you were less of, or you reacted differently, or maybe less antsy about being on time?
Sure, definitely stuff like that. Like, how I deal with like when a plan doesn't work out and stuff like that. I guess is something that I wish I was like better. You could just roll, let
the
be a bit more
water off a duck's back, kind of thing,
like that.
Yep.
But also just as far as like skills that would help me in life, I wish I was a bit better with like technology and figuring out stuff. Especially in comedy, there's a lot of self-promotion, building websites, recording your sets, knowing how to cut and edit them. And I really have no
That's kind of beyond you.
That
stuff. Is it really?
And it's, I figure it out slowly, but it takes me so long. Like if an owner was like, I need a video just on these topics in a week, I'd have to, for sure, like reach out to Patrick, who's a genius with stuff like that, and be like, please help me. Like, I'm in trouble. But if I had time, I could mess around with something and figure it out.
But it'd be nice if it all came easier to you and you just had a little handle on that. That's awesome, man. Manolis, what about you? What's one thing you'd change about yourself? We've given you this opportunity before. Have you changed your mind at all?
I've got too many things.
There's so many things going on. What would you change, though?
I could just change
Deep down.
I wish I didn't have to wait so long to have a like when you have sex, right? And then it's I can't change this.
The time in between.
No, you can change. You can change.
Can
that.
I change? No. And then you have to
I was looking for building blocks of character.
Oh, I thought you. Okay. Well, let me just finish this now. And then you want to have sex again, but I have to wait 45 minutes.
That's right. Yes.
But when I was 20,
I was just
okay, let's go.
Let's go.
And now I got to bring a bottle of Gatorade to bed. It's
So you just want to be 20 again.
I want to be 20 again. I don't want to be. I want to just be able to have a 20-year-old inside. You know what I mean?
That sounded horrible.
That sounded way worse. Yeah.
You want to have a 20-year-old inside you. I don't know if that's really
not in them. I mean, in me.
That's a whole different thing. No,
not in my body. I mean, I want to be younger.
Okay, damn it.
I think that the topic should have been, what should we change about Manolis?
Oh, really?
Okay.
We could tackle that for a while.
We could spend some time on that.
I
one.
wish I was. And okay,
Yeah,
now that yeah, reading is number 2 would be reading.
I wish I could read.
I wish I when I try more, I wish I had the drive to want to read, I guess, too, because I can read, and when I do read, I'm getting good at this. I might have told this story before, but I tried for 2 weeks in grade 3, and then I showed my teacher, Mr. Dressup, and his real name, and I did it, and I was doing horrible all year, and all of a sudden he just looks at me, I read the book perfectly, and he goes, how did this happen? That's all he said to me. He was so shocked.
Shocked.
Yeah, I wish I could try more instead of. I think I could read.
All right, that's good. That's good. Well, we got a couple out of you there. That was good.
The sex is
that was a more important one. Patrick Coppolino, what are you changing about yourself if you could?
Something I wish I was more like is those movies where you see someone who's just like a smooth talker, like salesman type. Like they could sell you anything.
Could just really the charming kind of just talk to you until you buy something from
I wish
me.
I was like that. There's times where I think I'm that until I'm in a position to try it, and then I'm the worst. I fumble over my words and I overthink everything.
Okay, that's that introvert in you.
100%.
Yeah. You need to have that little bit of extrovert come out. Yeah, it's coax that out. It's funny because there's a couple of people I work with who are really good at what you're talking about. And there are times where we're absolutely positive that there are people who are giving them money, who are buying things from them just to make them stop talking. Yeah. Because they could talk so long and so well. And it's like, okay, fine. If you leave, I will give you money. Yeah. Love those people. Whose turn is it to Plinko? Go ahead, my friend. Manolis is dropping the puck. Number four for Manolis.
Because like I said.
We got 4 already. We did 4. What's the next nearest number?
10. Can we
number
do
10?
10?
Let's do 10, yeah. We can do 10.
I've been with girls and they'd be like, they were like, hey, you ready? I'm like, no, I'm not ready. I don't know what you think.
Ready.
What do you think? I'm 30? No, I'm 48. No.
Let me try to read this book and then I'll get back to you.
Yeah, let me listen to you. Tell me about you hate your friends or something. I'll listen.
Is this a callback? Is that what that was? You just did a callback joke?
Yes.
Yeah, that was good for you. It's the new topic.
I'm just very upset.
New topic. This is just curious. Are you a big dreamer or are you a detail person? Are you really intensely into the details, or do you kind of think the details don't matter? And I'm thinking from the 50,000-foot level, I'm up here.
I think I'm a detail. I definitely I'm a dreamer, but I have a moment where I got to do something to make these dreams happen.
Right.
So I would say, and I guess maybe in the middle of that,
you pay real close attention to the details of things.
I always think about things in so many ways. Where there's a Zeppelin album that the name of it just stuck with me. Everyone is called "In Through the Outdoor."
Right.
And I love that. There's to me, I always take it there's always another way.
Right.
To get through that door, whatever that door is.
Which is really handy as well when you're writing comedy, because there's always, you keep flipping it on its head, right? You keep flipping the topic around and looking at it from different directions.
We were talking about that last night. We did show last night, me and Jason, and we're just talking about all these things are just these ideas, and we don't even know if they're funny yet. We think they're funny, and next thing you know, you created 10 or 20 minutes of this stuff that people just can't get enough of.
Yeah.
When you're doing it, it's so interesting. So you do. Sometimes a joke is you get to switch a couple words and it makes the joke work. And where before no one was laughing,
which is probably the part that blows your mind the most, right?
Oh,
You just that a timing, a pacing thing, a couple of words can be the difference between this being uproariously funny and it really kind of just laying flat in the room.
Yeah,
It's bizarre.
And sometimes it's even the confidence. Like I've had stories that I did 10 years ago, like from my childhood, that didn't really work, and now I tell those same stories now, and it's just like now I can, you get enough time. You're like you're a presence. You're on the stage. Like I'm not just here to tell jokes. I'm here to I'm here to change you people.
Well, and all the years of telling your jokes, you've just kept getting better. You're a better storyteller now. So those stories that didn't used to work, now can work because you're just so much better at telling a story, knowing when to cut it, when to jump, when to go.
Right. I think it's like definitely the secret of storytelling, or just being on stage is like you got to do it. And same with your jokes, even, but you got to tell it like it's just the first time you told it.
Right.
Told it like
with that passion, the excitement,
You could be like, when did that story happen? It was like a month ago. I was like, no, it was like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
But you're like, really? Like
owning that story. Jason Allen, detail person or big thinker?
Like, obviously, like, I don't know. Like, we all have, like, dreams. I definitely had big dreams and just, like, big goals in, like, doing stand-up comedy and stuff like that. But
right.
with comedy especially, it's like, it's all those details that get you to that spot. So you can have a dream about doing a late night set on Conan one day, but there's a billion steps in between that, and that's where all the details are, right? And like what you have to work on, especially in like comedy.
It was part of the reason that I that I came up with the topic, only because comedy really is about the details. I mean, so often, great stories, but it's the details in that story, or it's the details in the story that make it relatable to everybody in the audience. And so you guys all have to be a little bit detailed,
definitely,
in how you look at the world, the things you notice, the things you perceive.
And there's never and that's why bits are never really unfinished, because there's always
new details.
I could word this a bit differently and gonna get, like Manola said, like a bigger reaction.
Yeah.
Or I'm just with more experience on stage time, there's that trust there. So that if you're watching a comedy show, at least me, even if I don't know the people, I know the difference between a stand-up comic who's been doing it 2 years and a stand-up comic who's been doing it 20 years. Even if they were doing the same jokes, the 20-year comic, it just has more trust with the audience.
Right.
They just look more like a pro, and they're going to be able to knock it out of the park.
The eyes don't bulge.
None of that.
Right?
The microphone stands out of his way or her way or whatever. They're ready to go. They're there to work, right? So you see that.
Patrick, you're all about the details.
Yeah.
You're a detail guy.
Well, I have to, because I do a lot of the technical side of things too.
Yeah, and that would really fit with all the things that you've always enjoyed about video and all that kind of stuff. It's all detail stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you get caught up in the details? Do you sometimes think, okay, I'm too detail oriented? I gotta.
No, I think I've always been a big dreamer too. I think you have to be in this industry, right?
Right.
But I've definitely learned over the years the importance of the details and putting the work in and stuff. But that makes it more fun once you accept that the how long the road is and the steps you got to take, and if you enjoy that part too. But yeah, it's easy to get caught up, daydreaming about where you want to be or something that you think is achievable, but then you don't do anything about it, right?
Well, as Manola said, you got to start. You got to start putting it into play, man.
Yeah.
You can't just think it'll happen. You got to go make that door open. Whose turn is it to Plinko? We got enough time for one more, maybe two more, depending on if it's a short one or not. What do you got there for me, Patrick?
Did we do 7?
Did we do 7? Oh, no, we didn't. Look at this. Here comes 7. Lucky number 7. Oh, earlier on the show, we had biggest surprise about women. What's this? What do you think? You're going to put you in the women's shoes now, Patrick. What is the biggest misconception about men? What do you think people misconceive about men? They think something, there's so many generalities about men. You go, you know what? That's not really guys.
Well, Manolis excluded. That all we want is sex.
That's all we think about.
Yeah.
That's all that drives us. You did have to exclude Manolis from that. I'm sorry. I would have excluded him as well.
Yeah, I can't speak for him. But
no, but all his answers on the show spoke for him.
Yeah.
So that's it. That we're all just completely sex-driven, and all we really care about is sex.
Yeah, I think that maybe that happens too. Maybe men have a higher sex drive in general, maybe, but
Or we do think about it more.
Yeah, or maybe
or it propels us a little more.
We go for it more, or we try to get it more,
Right.
maybe, and it comes off like that's all we want.
But we are
I don't think
multi-layered.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good
I've
one.
turned down-
Manolis, should I go to Jason right now? Jason Allen, biggest misconception about men. What do you think? Katie, I'm sure, gets some things wrong about you. She might generalize something and go, you men are like that. And you're like, oh, no.
Sure, there can be stuff like that. And, like, I guess another thing, there could be a lot of generalizing sometimes. But Katie's pretty, like, cool as far as, like, knowing who I am and stuff. But, again, we've been together a long time.
Right,
It's not like
right.
we're just starting out. But another misconception, like macho-ness, or that, like, we all love sports and we all love... When really, there's different kinds of guys. There's artistic dudes. There's dudes that, like, are more sensitive than a lot of women I've met.
Sure.
And there's nothing wrong with that either. And, like, there's those kind of misconceptions, too, is that, like, all we want to do is, like, sleep around and then hit each other. And it's like, no, there's a lot more to us than that. Like, excluding Manolis, of course. But he'll hit me during sex sometimes. It's brutal.
It's funny. It just reminded me of a line. My wife, at some point early on in our marriage, she said something to me about I'm not very handy. With like fixing things around the house, right? And I turned and I remember, and we used to laugh about it, but I just looked at her and said, What is it about having a penis that makes me able to work a hammer?
Sure.
I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it just doesn't. They don't necessarily go together.
You would never use your penis for that.
No,
it would
you
hurt
wouldn't.
a lot.
It would hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Manolis, biggest misconception about men.
The sex thing is it's the same thing as Patrick was saying. If a woman said to me like, it's like, hey, you can come over, but all we're gonna do is cuddle, I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
I'd be happy with that.
Sure.
Like I'm like,
You've spoken before about your need for cuddling.
yeah, I like just to be like, it's not always about sex.
No.
And I know it sounds like crazy because I'm saying it, but
Well, no, but you're absolutely right, and we just had some fun with you because you talk a lot about.
I do talk a lot about seeking it, but
love, but really, you do want a companion.
I do like when a girl's like, hey, can we go antique shopping? And comics will be like, make jokes about like, what? No, it's like I'd be like, if a girl's like, hey, you want to go on a picnic? I'd be like, yeah, let's go on a picnic. That'd be great.
It's fun.
I'm gonna go buy a kite too. Like let's do this. Let's do this. I love you.
Yeah.
And then they
awesome.
go, oh, you're too needy, and then they just leave.
Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave you as well, Manolis. That does it for this edition of Friday at 420. Thank you so much to our good friend Jason Allen. Jason, playing around the area. I see you pop up here and there on social media.
I'm running around all the time.
How do we follow you on social media?
Follow me at Jason A. Comedy on Instagram and Twitter. And my Facebook page, Jason A. Comedy, as well. Jason A. Comedy is the way you follow our friend Jason Allen. Go out and support him and the fine work he does when he's playing some shows locally. Manolis Santanos, how do we follow you, my friend?
Just like that, Manolis Santanos on all social media. Please hug me if you see me. And I'm always working on new jokes at Levity Comedy Club in Hamilton.
Well, we were going to mention that, and as our close here with Patrick Coppolino, since Patrick's got some vested interest in helping get this thing going, and we want everybody to go out and check out Levity Comedy Club and Lounge on King Street. You guys are there every Wednesday night, right? Doing the amateur night.
Yep, Manolis will be there. A lot of the local guys.
A lot of the local guys. Jason's done it a few times, I'm sure. Yeah. So that's Levity Comedy Club on Wednesday nights, and then the pro shows are Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, every weekend.
Every weekend.
New lineups. Yeah.
Excellent.
We also do trivia on Mondays.
Oh, really? Trivia on Mondays. What kind of trivia we do?
Well, How About the Hammer's on board? So another comic, Matt Serena, he runs that. He does trivia like all over the city at different venues. So we're going to start that up. Big screen trivia because we have a nice big projector in there. So
fantastic. So that'll be Monday nights at Levity Comedy Club.
It's free.
For all the information on who's coming, when it's happening, when the shows are, how to get, and you can get tickets, you go to levitycomedyclub.com. levitycomedyclub.com. And how do we follow you on social media, Patrick?
At Giannis Pappas.
At Giannis Pappas to get the latest from our boys on Friday at 420. Thank you so much for listening. Remember, get out and support local comedy. And until we get a chance to talk to you again in 7 days, have an awesome weekend.